We can all agree that Nigerians are happy people. We can also possibly agree that our gifting culture is not really where it needs to be. A few years ago, I realized that that was because we don't have the right tools in place to help us with our gifting practices. So we're not able to share the warm and fuzzy feelings of joy and appreciation with our loved ones during special moments. This is the reason why for nearly a decade, I've been building Nigeria's favorite greeting card brand, NotJustPulp. My name is Chidinma Akobundu. I'm the founder and creative director of NotJustPulp, and I'm here to present my business. We believe that though a picture may speak 1,000 words, personalized gifts immortalize them. So this is a picture of some of my customers and all candid photos. Our mission is really to make people happy, and to this end, we are committed to creating and curating gift items that will continue to express this. We want people to be able to feel warm and fuzzy feelings of love, nostalgia in everything that we create. We're also very big on culture and promoting our culture and speaking our own languages. Our vision is to become the most influential gifting brand in Africa by 2030. But before that, we need to conquer the Nigerian market. So our foreseeable vision is to become the most influential gifting brand in Africa by the year 2025, in Nigeria, by the year 2025. To get an idea of the market opportunity, the global size for the personalized gifting market is $30 billion, but we also see that it is set to rise to $47 billion by the year 2030. Also, what's key to point is that there are no key players in West and East Africa, and there are also no Pan-African recognizable brands available on the market. Our current business model to date has been our mainline cards, which we sell between 850 for wholesale and 2,000 naira retail via shops and through direct to customers through our website. We also now do personalized cards, which we retail between 3,000 and 6,000 naira. That's available to buy directly from us on our website, NotJustPulp.com, and also through our social channels, so DM, WhatsApp, and all of that. We also do custom designs and projects for customers that do not like what we have available or just want something a little different. Our traction to date pre-get is we've sold a total of 90,000 cards, served 2,000 plus customers directly through our website, via 44 stockist locations as well. So our stockists are across the country from Kano, Kaduna, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Ibadan, Lagos as well. We have spent less than 1.5 million to date on marketing and have a revenue of over 70 million naira. And those are some website stats as well. Our growth goal at this point is to capture the Nigerian market, like I previously said. For us, what's really important is ensuring that our product is accessible on the national basis. So we have a lot of issues with logistics and people not wanting to pay for delivery. So we believe that to grow in this way, we would need to be more available to cut down on logistics fees. Our growth strategy hinges quite strongly on leveraging our existing platforms, taking advantage of the technology that's available, and reinforcing our core brand values of creativity, collaboration, and community. So at this point, it's important for me to mention that the story of NotJustPulp's growth to date hinges very strongly on the power of one. As we move to grow and expand on a Pan-African level, we're really excited about harnessing the power of many. And that really is what our impact project was about. For me, I started NotJustPulp by myself. So every design that is on our platform, over 400 designs to date, were all created by me. All the numbers that you see there, for the most part, up until 2019, were done by myself. So for me, in growing NotJustPulp, I had to ask myself, why did I even start it in the first place? And what real impact can I make in my environment that I'm in? I started NotJustPulp. I come from a branding and graphic design background, but I wasn't formally trained because there was no training available at the time. So I wasn't able to do it in school and get formal education. So for me, NotJustPulp is really about empowering artists like me 8 years ago. when I started to build the impact story, it had to be about helping people and giving everybody a leg up so that nobody has to experience all the things that I experienced growing up as a designer. So for us, the opportunity then becomes, what can we do to ensure that, yes, we're growing, adding a profit to the business, but also creating an impact in our environment. A big problem that we have faced is limited design and slow design output because I do everything myself. So again, we're seeing customer churn because of this, because our customers is repeat business. They don't want to buy the same designs for every occasion, every year. And so we find that we do lose customers so that they go and look for other options because been there, done that. And so it's a big problem that we have to solve to be able to offer our customers a bit more. We also have the social problem that Nigeria is currently presented with, of the unemployment crisis. A lot of youth out of work and people are looking for multiple streams of income. We also see that the creative industries is a pathway for a lot of people, but we also identify that a lot of people, one, either don't know how to get into the industry, or two, don't really have a clear understanding of the opportunities available within the industry. So our theory of change, like I mentioned before, hinges really on the power of many. We want to ensure that we are empowering creatives with the opportunity to thrive in these unprecedented times and beyond. Our short-term goal is to launch and develop and launch a creator platform within the NotJustPulp e-commerce network, because we're looking to grow an omni-channel brand. So the creator platform, explained very briefly, is creators give us their art, we sell it on our range of products, and they earn some money on the side in the form of royalties or, royalties. So for us, we believe that we'll be driving business growth by creating social impact through this work, resulting in economic growth. So SDG 8 is what we're really standing on. To this end, for the Get Impact project, we developed the Juice. You can check it out on thejuiceng.com. Essentially, the Juice is our creator community that we're establishing. And through the Juice, we hope to push out a lot more of the NotJustPulp CSR projects. So it's a safe space for beginner and hobbyist digital design creatives in Africa to learn how to and do more with their art, sort of like what I've already done with NotJustPulp, so a way to give back. For our pilot initiative under the Juice, we created a design competition where we got designers to create their ultimate Nigerian Christmas card, which is something that I have to do every year. So for this, we wanted to ensure that we were engaging the community, providing an opportunity to earn through the cash prizes, creating awareness about NotJustPulp and everything that we're doing within the company, and also build a wait list in anticipation of our creator platform launch, which we're hoping to get off the ground next year. So this is some feedback from the creators that participated in the competition. In general, a lot of people are happy that something like that exists. Thankfully, we found a lot of creators that are exactly where I was 8 years ago. I had this skill. I'm working my 9 to 5. I need a way out. I need some extra money. Show me the way. So this is some feedback. We've got over 100 applications, and this is just a few of some of the feedback from some of the creators that signed up. So the traction post GETaccelerated is we now have over 100 creators signed up on the wait list. So we know when we launch, at least we have 50. We have 200 new community members. In the past 5 weeks, I believe it's because of the noise we've been making with Get. We also served 50 new customers via our website, giving out over 200,000 Naira in cash prizes to support the creators that won. I believe it was 4 of them. And those three creators that won the competition, their designs are now listed on the website for a pilot. So basically piloting the creator platform idea. So customers have been buying. They've made a few sales already. So we'll be paying out the royalties in January. So this is the investment plan for what we plan to do with the 9 million that we do get from Get. We hope to invest in technology, which centers mainly around establishing a better footing for our e-commerce brand. We really want to make sure that we do online well, and because we believe that is the future of commerce in Africa. And we also really want to put a lot of that money into really developing the creator platform, so we have an MVP to launch with by this time next year. also legal and compliance. Through the coaching sessions, I realized that we need to do a lot better in terms of the compliance side of things, especially within e-commerce. So we will be spending a bit of the money taking care of all of that. We also want to continue to run competitions through the juice. One, to keep the economy and to keep the creators engaged, but also to make sure that we're filtering out creators for the NotJustPulp creator platform through that. So we'll be running regular competitions every quarter to keep everybody engaged. Also marketing and customer acquisition, which is a given, as well as human resources. Mainly somebody more tech inclined to join the team officially. Now we have somebody we work with almost on an advisory basis, but we need somebody more permanent within the team. So that is what we intend to do. For me, the juice is really about giving back to the creator community. And I believe that the impact that we are creating goes well beyond just a charity project. We are creating a platform for lifelong impact and putting the power back in the hands of the creatives. And really just showing graphic designer creators that even though, just like music artists, and writers and everybody else in the creative field, graphic designers too deserve a slice of the pie, and we deserve a seat at the table. This is our business model. Once we get the 9 million, the business model going forward, things will change a little bit, so I can talk you through it if you have any questions.
Wow. First of all, well done, because I can resonate so well with this story. I also started as a graphics designer. I was in tech, but then graphics started coming up because there were no creators. And I could also not get anyone to train me. So my tutor at the time just taught me one thing: how to create a rectangle and use gradient on fireworks. That was all. And then the other things I had to develop by myself. So yes, this really touched my heart, because I can resonate with the story from when I was younger to how graphics was giving me money, sustaining me till I became a developer that could start a company. So yes, to me this is impact. I don't know how other people see it, but this is true impact. Well done. You did the graphics on your platform from when to when?
So NotJustPulp has been since 2015.
So you did the graphics from 2015 to 2008?
Today.
You still do graphics?
I design everything.
Wow.
I design everything, including the website as well.
My God.
Yeah.
I'll say clap for yourself, but I don't know if you can.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for this work. This is something that we really need, because it's very difficult getting graphic designers. And it's also difficult creating one, because every time I have a graphic designer, I always have to train them to design the way I like the site to look like. My current graphic designer is like that. But if I have a creative community that can even give me designs when I need it, I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I was going to even suggest that your platform can also offer that services to social media management companies, to people like us that want social media management once in a while. Just let me create this picture and I pay somebody right now to do that. I mean, when I just did 2 or 3 contents in a while. So that kind of thing, you can think through that also. So while you were speaking, I think I now understood your product. I thought you were a gifting company, but I realized that you are a card company online. Will you clarify that for me, please?
So NotJustPulp started out as a greeting card company.
A greeting card
company. So we design, print, sell to shops and supermarkets. So essentially, a baby
Okay,
hallmark.
so those kind of birthday cards we sell in the market.
Yes, greeting cards.
There are companies that do it.
Yeah, Hallmark around the world. There are companies that their whole business model. Yes, so
what now?
So we're here because we're looking to pivot into a more holistic gifting brand.
Also, it's still that.
Yes, so we've been very specific to keep it to greeting cards for now because of the mission.
So what are the pictures of the customers you said I saw?
I'll go back then.
So that was what made me think you were giving gifts to.
No, we work with gifting brand.
Oh, okay.
So these are all our products. Oh, sorry, it's touchscreen. These are all our products.
Oh, I see. Props.
We work,
all those things.
So we work with gifting brands already.
So that's your customer. Your customers are greeting brands.
Exactly.
Oh,
exactly.
Personalized ones.
She also does to see it though.
So you said you made 70 million, right?
Yes.
Okay, yes, I now see why you made 70 million. Your profit will be high because it's graphic design and more creative board.
Yeah.
Right, sure.
It's creative work, but we also produce. So we do.
Oh, you produce
everything.
too?
Yes. Yeah, so it's a greeting
So
card
what's your
company.
operation? Do you have your profits? Do you have an idea of what your profit looks like?
From 70 million, our profit margins are about between 45 to 60%. Again, it depends on
It depends on the cost of paper.
Yeah, cost of the product and also the different categories of the product. And so it depends.
So that means I can go on your platform now
Yeah.
and do what I need.
Yes.
Wow, thank you very much.
I
Well
mean, from
done.
the graphic design standpoint, no. But from just going online,
Yes, and
buying
ordering
a
a
greeting
card.
card, if you want something custom, that can be created.
And now you are the one that designed everything currently on your website.
Yes.
Up until the last 3 designs for Christmas.
Up until those last week that we just uploaded last week, yeah.
So, question. You said 50 new customers
Yeah.
with the 1 million that you were given. I
Yeah.
mean, it resulted in
It
that.
resulted
How much?
in- The 50 customers in this past 5 weeks, so the 50 new customers, it's been about 500,000. Because then you have customers buying in bulk, and then you have some, buying just individual. You have the mainline card, just personalized cards. So just trying to quantify some of the orders that we received, and about 500,000 naira.
So, did we run at a loss?
In what way?
1,500,000.
So the sale was not really. We established the juice platform. We ran the competition. So the sales coming out, it was not a direct expense into ads to get customers. So apart from making that money, for us, that money on the side was not a direct, let's put this money in so we can get these sales out of it. That was just a nice outcome. The goal for us was to establish the juice platform, which we did. We built a website, created a platform, ran the competition. That for us was the goal.
From the impact part of it,
Yeah.
you have to get some sort of sustainability from it. So in turn, if you haven't made any money from it, and okay, you've done this, and the juice platform could then give you creators, like when would you get to, should I say, and break even or actually get being profitable? Because it would then be clear for us to see that, okay, what you've put out in terms of the impact can then be sustainable and it can bring income in.
I think for us, sustainability comes again when the platform is eventually launched, because like I said, the juice is a creative community. It is a corporate social responsibility.
I hear you. So it was from the juice that you got the three designs,
Yeah.
right? So if you were to look at it financially, you need to you want to get 9 million, and the 9 million is going to be going into this impact part of your business. But I need to, what's my return on investment? How am I going to get money? How am I going to get the return on the investment I'm making in the business, is what I think she was trying to get clear, which I also wanted to ask as well, but she went for it first.
Yeah.
So you need to be looking at it in that view, and especially if you're pitching to try to get someone's money. Yes, it's a good to do, but it's a social enterprise in terms of, yes, you're doing something good for the community or the ecosystem, for instance, the creators.
Yeah.
But I need to see how it's sustainable. Like, am I putting my money down the drain because I'm doing, like, is it a fund that's just a sinking fund?
I think the way to answer that question is, it's that question of the power of one versus the power of many. As one designer, I've been able to output all of these things that has generated this revenue. So what happens?
I don't think that's the case. Where you be getting your revenue from in terms of what you've done here is like the money you're getting, you're going to be giving them royalties. So what percentage is royalties? And then you
the
can
royalties is 10%.
So you can say, so you're going to get 90%. And
Yeah.
the plan, you have to look at it logically or strategically with numbers, because you're speaking to investors, right? So I'm saying, okay, I've done this and it's a good to. I'm bettering their lives by giving them royalties. I'm bettering their lives by giving them access to a platform that they might not have had before. It's going to cost me X amount to teach them to be able to do this. However, in doing this, I foresee that if I was able to do this, and by the time, like, where I'm trying to upskill them to is where I am today. If I can get 5 people to be here today and I sell this amount, then I can give you back your money. I want you to think in that in that frame.
Yeah, I guess I didn't break it down to that point because I was focused on establishing the platform that would create the impact, because I was under the impression that was what we were that was the focus, you know.
Yeah,
So
no, it's
in
the
bringing it
format,
down
but
to that
really, if
level-
you're asking me for 9 million,
Yeah.
I need to know how I'm going to get that 9 million and some extra back.
Yeah, well, you get the 9 million and some extra back when we begin to sell the designs, the numbers too.
So basically, it's just
Yeah.
like it's all well and good for this moment in time, but going forward in the future, you always have to be thinking about. No one is. If you went to a bank to ask for the money, they don't
Yeah.
ask for the bit. They're just going to tell you whether you're going to give my money back. And then, but then when you're also then like, and you would have access to a lot of people that are interested. Like now, there's a lot of focus on the digital economy and the creative economy, where you even have you could be creating stuff for Disney. Disney is having a big focus on the continent, you know, and what we're bringing out of the continent. But you need to position yourself in a frame of mind where you could tell them, yes, I'm going to do this. Yes, it might take longer than that, than fintech. However, this is where your money is going to come from. It
Yeah.
take 5 years, where it's patient capital, whatever it is. But you need to, I just feedback for you.
Oh no, and I appreciate it. I think if I was, you know, under the impression that was the kind of this was the forum I was coming to, and that kind of conversation was going to be had, I could have possibly prepared better. But I was under the impression that we were presenting the impact case and the results from that. I wasn't under the impression that we would be going into as deeply into this conversation. If not, I could have prepared better for that, for sure. Thank you.
Okay.